Hi, and welcome to this HBC Kids Talk. Over the last few weeks, we've been thinking about some big questions like why am I here, who is Jesus, and how can I be forgiven? This week, we're thinking about another one of our big questions, and that's how should we live? How should we live? And the answer is we're called to follow Jesus, reading his word, listening to his spirit, and obeying his teaching. I've got a 60-second challenge coming up for you right now. You're going to have to build a tower. That's it. There are no more instructions. Build a tower. Make it tall. Ready? Steady? Go! Welcome back. How did you get on? Was it easy to build your tower? Would you have appreciated some help and some guidance on how you should do it? That's what we're thinking about today. Over the last few weeks, we've been thinking about what happens to us when we become a Christian, when we start to put our trust in Jesus. But now we want to think about how we live once we've started that journey. How does God want us to live now as followers of Jesus? Well, very helpfully, he's left us some instructions. Now, in our family, we love playing board games. We absolutely adore games. And we got a brand new game that we've been playing loads over lockdown. It's here. It's called Ticket to Ride. It's awesome. You should definitely get a copy. Sam's holding it up now. And the first time we opened up this game, we got out the big new board, and it was very exciting. And we got out some new and exciting playing pieces, but we didn't know how to use them. What were we supposed to do? We got this amazing thing, and we didn't know how to use it the way it was supposed to be used. So it wasn't any fun. What we needed was some of these. Now these were instructions to teach us how to play the game, how it could be enjoyed the way it was intended. Sam, why don't you go off and read these and then we'll play a bit later. Without instructions, we don't know how to play, and so we don't get the most out of the game we've bought. And it could be the same with following Jesus. We could start our journey with him, but unless we know how to live the way he wants us to live, we're never going to get the most out of our life with him. So how should we? Well, how should we live as followers of Jesus? Well, there are some very easy things he taught us to do. First, we should read our Bibles. In John 14 and verse 21, Jesus says, "The person who knows my commandments and keeps them, that's who loves me. And the person who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him, and I will make myself plain to him." In other words, we need to know what Jesus taught if we're going to live the way we were made to live. Just like with the instructions for my board game, I need to know what they say if I'm going to play the game it was made to be played, and I'm going to enjoy it to the full. So first we need to read the instructions, and that means reading our Bibles. Second, we need to listen to Jesus' Spirit. Now sometimes, even when we have the instructions, we don't understand what they mean. Or we don't understand what they mean in a particular circumstance. What if they want to make this move or that move? And then we don't just need something written down, we need to speak to someone who knows. So when we got a Ticket to Ride for the first time, there were different things we didn't know. But fortunately, I've got a friend called Laura who knows the game backwards. She's amazing at it. And so we were able to ring her up and say, "Laura, how do we play?" Actually, we got around and she taught us how to play, which is even better. Like with my game, when I needed to speak to my friend so that I understood how I should live, we need to be talking to God and listening for the way he leads us. It's not that you hear a voice, but we just get a sense in our heart of what the right thing to do is and what the wrong thing to do is. And the more we listen to that sense, that still little voice inside us that directs us and pushes us in different ways, the easier it is for us to live the way that Jesus lived. So Jesus taught us this in John 14 and verse 26. The Father will send a friend in my name to help you. The friend is the Holy Spirit. He'll teach you all things. He will remind you of everything I have said to you. And then finally, we need to obey. Now, it would have been so silly if we'd gone through all the trouble of reading all the instructions and speaking to my friend who knew how to play the game, and we'd just gone, do you know what? Forget it. We're just going to do whatever we like. We'd never have played the game. We need to obey what we find. We need to put it into action. And then we're able to enjoy life the way it was made to be enjoyed. So, how should we live? The answer is we're called to follow Jesus, reading his word, listening to his Spirit, and obeying his teaching.